Hey y'all, your girl's back and we're doing spaghetti for dinner, and I'm going to show you guys my grandma's secret to making the most delicious spaghetti. So we start off by browning some ground beef and a little bit of kibasi, and I have the kind with that skin on it where you can just sloop it out. I'm not sure if that's the word for it, but that's what I did with that, slooped it out. And I mixed that with the ground beef, and I'd only put a little bit just for some smokiness, and it was really good in this dish. Some black pepper, a little bit of basil. If you got the fresh stuff, that is so much better, but this is what we have today. So a little bit of salt, a lot of bit of salt. Yep. Some garlic powder. And when I show y'all her secret ingredient, you're going to be like, what? A lot of you guys might already do it because I think it was a thing from way back in the day, when they had to stretch their meals, didn't have a ton of ground beef or whatever. So they had to add other stuff in there for flavoring. But ever since my grandma showed us this trick, and man, and other people, when they taste it, they know there's something else in there, but they can't put their finger on it. But they're like, oh my goodness, this is delicious. What is that? And y'all going to see it in a minute. Okay, so we have our peppers and onions that we've chopped up, a little bit of garlic. And again, if you have the fresh stuff, that's so much better. But this is what we're working with. And I want to get that grease out of the bottom of the pan. And I reserved a little bit of that grease in there so we can cook these mushrooms up. Just a little bit, because we don't want no greasy spaghetti. Okay, I have a full can of tomato paste, the big joint, big boy. And look, if you're using from a jar or some pre-made sauce, that's all fine and dandy, but you can't really call that cooking. Seriously, that's throwing something together. If you make your, and it doesn't take that much longer to do it like this from scratch. I can admit I'm guilty sometimes. I do just throw me a jar of sauce in there, especially if I'm making like chili or something, But this right here is real deal cooking. This is how my grandma did it. It's how my mom did it. I don't think I've ever seen my mom buy a jar of sauce, ever. And it's so much better. I'm telling you, you taste the difference. Okay, and I had a can of tomatoes along with that tomato paste and a little bit of salt. Some more basil. We have to season every aspect of the dish, every aspect. A little bit of black pepper. Bam. Garlic and onion seasoning. Now that's one thing that my mom or my grandma didn't use. That's the only thing that I did different in this dish. Everything else was, to the T. Grandma's recipe. A little bit of garlic powder. Sugar, yes. And I don't mean just a little bit. I don't want sweet spaghetti, but I don't want no bitter, tart, tomatoey spaghetti either. I'm sorry. I don't like it. Like, who was it? Spaghetti Warehouse. I don't know if you guys have ever been to a Spaghetti Warehouse. Their spaghetti was so bitter. And they charge so much. Oh, by the way, here is the secret ingredient, y'all. Bacon drippings. Yes, my grandma would save her bacon drippings in a can on the back of the stove. I know y'all remember that. And it does something to this sauce. And it doesn't make it greasy. Y'all see that? Ain't no greasy sauce. It's just full of flavor. Y'all, I was proud of myself. This turned out so good. Hubby loved it. Son, grandson, everybody loved this. And I made a little bit of garlic bread on the side, homemade. Yes, everything here was homemade. So y'all, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And as always, y'all, stay blessed.